Hey guys, so welcome back. So in this lecture, we're going to see how to install Eclipse and also how to create our first basic Selenium Maven project. Okay, so to install Eclipse, let's go to the Google, then type download Eclipse, then go to the official website, and here go to download packages, and up here you will find there's a lot of different the Eclipse flavor. So one is Eclipse IDE for Java developer, another one is for enterprise developer. So we're going to use Eclipse IDE for Java developers, so click on there, and then here there's a multiple option for Windows. You can use x86 64, or for Mac you can use x86 for the Intel chip, who's using Intel machine for Mac, or if you use the newer Mac M1 silicon chip, you can use this one to install. Okay, so for our case, for Windows machine, so click on there and then click on download. It will start to download. And it will install. You can see it's a downloaded zip file. Then after that, you have to unzip. So you can see, I already unzipped. So this is the zip file, and then you can unzip. So I have unzipped it, and then you'll find the Eclipse folder. Go to there, and then you will find there is an Eclipse icon. So here is the Eclipse icon. So just to double click, it will start to launch. So you will see it will pop up this window. So Eclipse IDE launcher. So it is the default root directory place where your all the project or code is going to be stored. Like where is the workplace directory. So this is the default. So you can keep it this one. If you want to save your code in different places, you can do it. You can change it. So I will keep it as it is. Okay, and then you can click on launch. For my case, since I have already installed, that's why it shows this option, recent workspace. In your case, it's not going to show you. You can just click on launch. So after you click on launch, the Eclipse will open with a welcome window. So you will see in your case, it will open with a welcome window. Okay, there will be a welcome window will come up, and then there will be X mark over here, welcome. So you can close that window, and after that you will see it will show you something over here. There is a in my case, I have a one Java practice, one project, but in your case you will see there's a in this column will show multiple project. There's a default there's a default projects that's created. It comes with Eclipse when you install it. So you can leave it all those things, like you'll see the Java project, and there will be other project too. So you can create your project, your Java project from there, or you can create your project from here. File, new, you can see it's a Java project, Maven project, then you will see your other options for the project. So from here, this is a good way to create your project. Now I'm going to create a new project. Okay, so whether you can click on your Java project, or you can click on up here, click new, then let's create a simple Java project. So here it's asking you to name. So I'll say practice my basic test project. Okay, assume that this is a project, my basic test project. And then here you'll see this GRE, keep it as it is, and then here don't check off create module, so we don't want. So if you click on next, if it's even pop up this option, so don't check off this one. So let's click on finish. So here is my project, my basic test. And here you can see JRE, which is the Java runtime environment or Java library. It comes with all the Java predefined code, method, everything. And also there's a SRC, it's called source folder, where we're going to write our code. Okay, so now we're going to convert. This is a Java project, so we're going to convert this project to Maven project. So why we need to convert, or what is Maven project, I will come to. Let's convert first. So how to convert a Java project to Maven project? Right click on your project folder. So this is your hierarchy, this is your project, this is your library, and this is your source. Your code is going to be underneath inside the SRC folder. So to convert your Java project, right click up here and go to up here, configure. Then you can see you can convert your code to here, convert to Maven project. Click on up there. So now here it's giving you a pop-up window, some options. So group ID, artifact ID, version, all those things. So what is group ID? What is artifact ID? So understand that, let's go to our Google. So let's see this. What is Maven first? So just type up here in Google Maven. So Maven is Apache Maven. What is Maven? Maven is a software project management or build management tool based on Java. So it is a central repository for Java based project. So if you click on there, you will see this is the Maven, that's their official site, and it is based on, you can say it is a central repository or built on Java based project. So it's official. This is their official site, and you can go to their central repository, Maven repository. Let's just type or Maven repository. This is the site. It's called mbnrepository.com. If you go there, so MBN repository is nothing. It's a Maven central repository where the people across the globe, whoever create a Java based project, they can host their project up here. Okay, they can host their project, and then people, they can install or download that project, that jar files. Specifically jar, it means specifically, you can say zip file for a project based file based on Java. So they can download those library or files, and they can use on their specific personal project or their official project. So it is a MBN repository. Is nothing. It's a Maven based central repository which is specifically for Java project. So since Selenium, Selenium, as Selenium, it comes with a different flavor. So it can works with the Selenium WebDriver, can works with the Java, it can works with the Python, and so on. So Selenium, it's an API, and for a specific based on Java Selenium flavor. So it has a Java Selenium library or API. If you go to the Selenium official website, selenium.dev, that, right? So Selenium comes with a different version that comes with the C. You can use in C#, Ruby, Java, and you can, based on Java Selenium, there is an API you can download from here. But I would always prefer to download from the Maven, because Maven is not only the Selenium project host, it hosts any other project, any other library which is built on Java. So later on, you will see in our Selenium project, we're going to use more framework like TestNG frameworks. We are going to also get that TestNG frameworks or files, jar files from here, and other frameworks too, other the tools too based on Java. So it's better to get used with MBN repository. So so if what is the Selenium? Let's type Selenium. Just type Selenium Java or Selenium. Here you can find Selenium Java. This is the library. If you go there, here you can see all the Selenium based on Java library. Here is the version. So this is all the versions. Here is the latest version is 4.22. So let's go to the 4.22. And here the Selenium Java library comes with a two format. You can see there's a jar. You can see there is a jar. Files type is a jar. Jar is nothing. It's a, as I said, it's a zip. You can consider it's like a zip file, based on the Java library project or files. And here is also there's an alternate. It's a few lines of code. These lines of code will you can use these lines of code in our project, in our Maven project, and behind the scene all the jar files related for the Selenium Java library will automatically download from this side, and it will be inject to with your project. So it means your project will have the full knowledge about the Selenium Java library. So so always is better to have an automatic way to do your or build your project, other than download this jar file and upload the jar file to your project. That's a lot of hassle, and if you need to change, it's going to be every time it's a manual work. Other than let's use this one. So that's why we're going to use a Maven project also. So Maven is it's a build project management tool that's give you also one central repository place, and up there we can add all of our dependency, whether it's related to the project, is related to Selenium Java or other the framework like TestNG. Moving forward, we'll see anything else we need, we can easily just add the related dependency file, dependency code in our Maven project, and then it will be automatically uploaded, downloaded, and uploaded to our project. So if you just consider this dependency few lines of code, what it's here, you can see there's a few part underneath the dependency. So group ID. So group ID says attribute, one of the attribute when this is the standard format when people they create a project based on Java or any language, and they host it on the central repositories, repository like ambient repository. Here this is the format. So you have a one attribute is called group ID. Group ID is nothing, it's about your company, like your organization. And there is another attribute is called artifact ID. So artifact ID is the specific project like Selenium Java, and you will see if we type Selenium Python, probably you will see this the artifact ID will be Selenium-Python. So artifact ID is a specific project. So because of one company or organization, you could have multiple projects like Selenium. It's a big organization and it has a multiple project. One is Selenium Java, Selenium Python, Selenium Ruby, and so on, right? So artifact is nothing, it's a you can say specific project name. And the version, what is the version of this Selenium Java? So that's the current version. Okay, so let's copy this one. Before we copy, let's get back to our Eclipse. So now you understand when you create a project, similar type of attribute you have to provide. So what's your group ID? What's your artifact ID? So group ID, as I said, your company name. Let's give a company name, Codenbox. Okay, you can say .com, .codenbox, you can say that. And then your artifact ID would be your project, like our project is based on Selenium-Java. That's fine. And keep the the package which is keep it as it is, then click on finish. So as soon as you finish, click on finish, you will see your project gets some extra folder. So one of the folder, you can say underneath the source, there's a bin target. You will understand later on about the target, but here is one of the file. It's called pom.xml file. So guys, here is our pom.xml file. So we see one error here. So if you see the similar error, you have an error in your pom.xml file. So project object management. So this is the reason why, because it's missing https. Some reason it didn't include the s when you create the pom.xml file. But anyways, if you find the similar issues, just include the https, you will see the error all gone. So this is a pom.xml file. This is the heart of your project. This is the central repository place where you are going to add all of your dependency plugin, everything over here that will build your robust framework for your project. So first thing first, what do we need? We need a Selenium related Selenium API or jar file. So let's get back to our Selenium ambient repository. So here is the code related with the the dependency for Selenium, right? Selenium Java. So instead of, as I said, downloading the jar file and inject to your project, we can use just those 4 lines of code. So now where we're going to write this code, here you will see the build up here. So we're going to type here dependencies. Okay, we'll use the dependency, and then let's create another let's create the closing one. Where is the dependency? Sorry, it's added here. Let's move it there to here. So we're adding dependency. Okay, so we're adding dependencies. Okay, just remember here, so we're adding dependencies. Okay, so dependencies, because between these dependencies, a plural, we can add all of our dependencies that you need for your project. So one of dependency we need, Selenium jar. Okay, so let's go over here and place it up here. Okay, so Selenium dependency, so keep some indentation, and then your dependency Selenium related with the dependency. This is a common, you don't need this one. Let's remove this guy and then save it. You can see, or run your project, make sure your project and select the build automatically, so that automatically as soon as you add any dependency in your pom.xml file, it will automatically sync with the Maven repository side and will download all the jar file behind the scene and will inject to a project. You can see here is an ambient dependency, Maven dependency. That's a new folder being added, and if you click on here, you can see all of your jar files related to the Selenium. Okay, you will find everything related with the Selenium Java has been added over here. All the jar files, you can see Selenium Java 4.22, right? And also other related, the driver exe file for Chrome, Firefox has been added over here. So all those jar file, it's been there. Here, those are the jar files, all the jar files. If you click on view, you will see all the jar files that's what's showing right now in our projects, automatically downloaded from here, and it's also added up there. Okay, so your project is ready for Selenium based Maven project is already ready. So just one more thing, we're going to type TestNG. There's one more dependency we need. It's called TestNG. We'll explain later on. Just for now, just added that one too. So type on TestNG, hit enter, click on go to the TestNG, and let's go to the the latest one, 7. Whatever is the latest one, and copy this TestNG dependency. Go back to your project, pom.xml file again. Added this one. Okay, make sure you add this dependency within the dependency, within the dependency, and then within the dependencies option. Okay, so that it's part of the, because this is a single dependency, but all of your dependencies should be between this tag, dependencies tag. So, and it says make sure it's saved, or if you again it's a build automatically, it'll automatically build. Okay, so that's it guys, your project is ready. Maven project is ready. From the next class we'll see how we can write a code, a script to invoke our first test cases in one of the browser. Thank you. Bye bye.